enough sour cream on Taco Bell. What a bunch of crazy shit, huh? I just get back from Taco Bell. The lobby closes at 7 p.m. They don't do morning breakfasts anymore. And you can't even sit down in the place. It's like, hi there. Due to the COVID, whatever the fuck, we only have takeout. Go figure. Anyway, I didn't expect it to be that crazy this soon. Don't mind me. Yeah, I didn't expect the virus thing to be this much of a big deal. Although I was prepared for it. Back in January sometime, I was watching 2 channels. I was watching Mr. Medicare, and I was watching Styx Hexenhammer 666. Mr. Medicare, though, mostly. That guy's just, he was talking about the virus in a snarky, condescending attitude, you know, type deal, you know, and it was valid. It was valid, because he was pointing out that the Chinese are not known for their honesty. They want you to believe that communism is the way to the way the world should work, and it's just not. I mean, everything we're going through is pretty much from communism happening, you know. This wouldn't be happening in a democracy, you know. But I want to eat like a motherfucker, but I'm too busy talking. It's like, what really made me start buying shit before everybody else was the fact that Mr. Medicare pointed out some very important facts. 1/10 of the human population was under quarantine. And oh shit, they're all Chinese. And that's where I just like lost it. I was like, wait a minute. 1/10 of the world population, that's bad, but they're the Chinese. And we get everything from China. You go into an aisle of any store, it's almost all Chinese. So if all these people are quarantined and not working, holy shit. And at that moment in January, I'm like, I'm going to buy extras of everything. Extra rice, bean. Well, I don't really like beans, honestly. Okay, no beans. I bought rice. God, I'm having a brain fart. I'm too hungry. I don't even know what the fuck I bought. It's like a train of chalupas. I don't know. I bet each section tastes identical. Oh shit, am I supposed to be still licking my fingers? Anyway. Better not rub my eyes. Oh shit, fuck. So yeah. When I realized it was the Chinese that were under quarantine, I went out and I bought toilet paper up the ass. I bought water, peanut butter, crackers, pasta, sauce, self-rising flour, iodized salt. Iodized salt's actually important. It doesn't sound important, but if you just buy regular salt, you're not getting iodine, and that's very bad. You don't want to not have iodine in your diet. I'm not saying fill up every dish with a bunch of iodized salt, because that's also bad in itself, but in a time of extreme food discrepancies, you want iodine in there. Trust me. I bought a bunch of powdered drinks. I bought a couple of those containers of milk chocolate cocoa with marshmallows. I love that shit, those big canisters. What else did I buy? Tuna. Shitloads of cans of tuna. And chicken, cans of chicken. But you know what's funny about tuna? Like, you have like the shitty Walmart brand, and you have the regular sun-kissed in water, and they're the same price and the same size, but, and I noticed this, just because that's how my brain works, if you look at the back, there's like 25 or so grams of protein in a can of sun-kissed, or star-kissed tuna. Same thing in the Walmart thing, except it's only like 8 grams of protein. It's like, what the hell's Walmart doing to their tuna? Are they like grinding it all out and using the protein for like some other product or something? It's like, 2 cans of tuna, the same product, the same price, the same size. One's missing like 2/3 of its protein. So yeah, in this case, pay that extra penny and get the Star-Kissed, It's really weird to me. God, Taco Bell's a messy place to eat. Price-wise, Taco Bell is kind of like how White Castle used to be. Where you'd go in and you'd spend $20 and you'd have like a sack full of shit. But you could eat it with your hand. This stuff, I practically have to get a fork out with this Taco Bell shit. Anyway. I did want to do this video about a month and a half ago. When I first started buying extra of everything. But, I apologize that I didn't. But I just didn't think it would be this crazy. I didn't think that by mid-March that shit would be just nuts like it is. I had no idea. Look at these pictures of my local Walmart. Holy shit, right? I had no idea it was going to be like that. I mean, I've seen it where you have blizzards, because I used to live in PA, New Jersey and stuff, and I would see what would happen with a blizzard or a hurricane, and people would be like, ah, and freaking out, and they'd be buying like extras of everything. I know what it looks like to have shelves that are out. I've never seen it quite this bad, though. And not this long, I'm kind of liking this, though. I mean, I don't like that people are suffering in any capacity, as far as having their stuff out, But, I don't know. I think it'll make people stronger. It'll make companies and, just business in general realize, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't just totally suck off China and devote all of our resources to having everything come from China. And hopefully it makes people smarter, Hopefully it makes a whole generation go, you know what? I have to understand what it's like to be without certain things, I mean, everything's available all the time now, I mean, it's nice that we have an electric grid that's working, It's nice that you're even able to see this video. That means you have electric. That means you have a decent computer, Or, even a cell phone. Holy shit, cell phones. Wow. But, things like this, they suck, but they have a positive side to them too, I mean, people will be thinking about this kind of shit a little bit more now, And even if it's not a virus, people will be also thinking, what other things can cause a situation like this? And that's nice. That's how they should be. You should always be thinking, what could be the next thing that fucks my shit up? You know, you can't take everything for granted. I swear to God, depending on the item you get from Taco Bell, I mean, a couple bites into it, and it looks like a baby shit all over your fucking, whatever that is. I hate foods that you can't eat with your hand. It's almost like you need to buy tortilla chips just to go with Taco Bell so you can scoop it up and eat it, you know? I mean, I'm going to need a fork for this shit just to fork it into one of my other fucking things from Taco Bell here. Oh my God. Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was like someone saw me buying all that toilet paper, you know, someone I knew. And they're like, why are you buying like 30 some rolls of like Scott's Max Soft Comfort? And I'm like, trust me, it's going to get bad. And they're like, what's going to get bad? I'm like, well, there's a virus in China. 1/10 of the world's population is under quarantine. And all those people aren't working at factories. Trust me, this is going to get bad. It's not going to get bad. Oh my God. What a conspiracy theorist prepper. I'm like, whatever. They're like, it's not going to be that bad. I'm like, trust me, it is. Hi. It is. Honestly, I have so much toilet paper, I'm probably good till August. I don't shit that much. You know, at first the store was just out of toilet paper. I'm like, oh, people are paying attention now. And then like all the other food shit just disappeared. Like ground beef. I never buy ground beef because I have too many childhood memories of just like, you know, my dad coming home and mom cutting it open and be like, okay, that was bad. You know, it's like, so I have like a thing against buying ground beef ever. But apparently other people don't, because anything ground beef the store was completely cleared out of. Eggs were bought up. You know, eggs still come in though, but you have to get there really early, of course. I mean, it's just nuts. And what's funny is, you see videos of people at Costco, right? People at Costco are like, they're buying like cans of fucking tuna that are like this. Idiot. Idiot. Think about this. Think about a can of tuna this fucking big. Do you not see a problem with this? Unless you're feeding like the Brady Bunch or a fucking soup kitchen. What are you gonna do with that shit? Have you ever tried to refrigerate the unused portion of fucking tuna? It don't work too well. You know, tuna's like something you buy in the smallest possible, well, you know, the standard can size. And then you just chill from there, you know? If you're going to have 20 meals of tuna, open 20 cans of tuna. Don't open up a big fucking thing and expect to refrigerate the rest. It's not going to work out good. It just doesn't, you know? Tuna dries out quick. You know, it just doesn't last, you know? Don't buy cans of tuna this fucking big. If you've got, like, say that you're a prepper and you've bought a bunch of fucking cans of tuna this giant and it's just you or something. Go trade with somebody for their small cans or something. I don't know. Get sex for it. I don't know. There's no point to it. You'll get like a meal or two out of it and then be left with this big rotting can of tuna. Dude, just get rid of that shit. Or at the very least, use that first in anticipation of possibly the grid going down. I don't think that'll happen, but, you know. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying. You know, a person or two were like, we're not going to be getting this flu. It's not a big deal. And I said, you could be right. It might be that we do not get this flu. There might not even be one case in the U.S. There is now, of course, but, you know. I go, it doesn't matter if no one in the USA gets this. Because what's happening is economic. If nobody's in the factory in China doing work, we're not getting shit on our shelves, markets are crashing, and we will have outages. And that's exactly what happened, you know. I mean, the videos from China that was playing on Mr. Mediker's channel, holy crap. I don't even know if you can find all these videos anymore. I think a lot of them have been scrubbed from the internet. Like Google, Facebook, YouTube, they were deleting documentation of this. Remember when all the politicians and people and websites were being pricks and saying, if you call this the Chinese virus or the OwO Flu, you're a racist. No, we're being real. Communism caused this, and it's the communists that were lying about it, and the videos were showing the communists, the Chinese, being terrible to their people. There was one video where you see people being dragged out of their home by people in white suits, kicking and screaming, because they know they're pretty much as good as dead. You had another video where somebody was filming from their window, and they were looking down at a white truck, a little pickup, and the pickup had this big metal box on the back of it. And the men in the white suits come, take two of their neighbors away, kicking and screaming, and they throw them into the metal cube in the back of the truck, and there's silence, and then all of a sudden, bloody murder, screaming and banging, like they're being gassed or something, and then it falls silent. And you're like, did they just, euthanize two people in the back of a truck? I mean, keep in mind, if you don't know what a Chinese suicide van is, if you know what a Chinese suicide van is, you already know that they're capable of such things against their people. Yay, communism. You know? There was videos of them welding people into their homes so they can't get out. Picture this. Fucking picture this. Okay? Clear your head of all thought and picture this. Picture where you are right now. In your home, in your apartment, wherever you are. Picture the police coming up to your door and soldering on metal bars over the windows and doors so you can't get out. Are you prepared for that shit? Oh my God, fuck communism. Oh my God, can you imagine them trying to do that in the USA? They would have barrels pointed in their face so fast. It wouldn't even be a thought. It'd be like, get away from my door. It would be a gunfight. And that's what's great about the Second Amendment. It gives us that option, We get hit with idiots in government thinking up idiotic things and trying to do things against us. And if we had to, we could fight back. People might die, but isn't that life itself? We're all dying we're all dying anyway, at some point. Even somebody with an immortal body's going to die at some point. Their sun will accidentally go nova, or their spaceship will crash, or whatever the fuck, or their car will crash. Even an immortal has to look at their mortality. There is no such thing as an immortal, even if they are immortal. Anyway, getting off that. I'm saying, in communist countries, that flies, It's horrific, it's terrible, but it's possible in a communist society to do that to the people and get away with it. And they did. They soldered these people into their own homes so they can't escape. Oh God, I wonder if death is going to occur. You think? Shit. Terrible. And then you have these hospitals that China built around Wuhan. Have you ever seen the videos of the insides of these hospitals? They're not hospitals. They're holding areas. They've got a bunch of beds. They don't have anything separating one bed from another. And they don't have bathing facilities. They don't have food. They don't have medicine. Like if you're somebody who needs insulin or something, it doesn't matter. You're probably going to die there. And bathroom facilities are outside in a porta potty type area. A lot of Chinese people were like, I don't even want to, I'd rather die at home than go to a facility like that. And that's the problem with communism too, you know. It's like, these people didn't want to report to Big Daddy government that they were sick, because if they did, death. Instant death, practically. And even while our CDC and our World Health Organization was telling us, oh my God, you're so racist if you're actually talking about this. Oh my God. You know, they were calling us racists for going, this is fucked up. You know, even when they were doing that, they were letting China cover shit up. China lied their cocks off. Badly. They weren't telling people about shit at first, you know. This started in, December, and they were lying about it. They were shoving it under the rug. They were telling people, be quiet. A lot of people went missing. A lot of people, are later dead or never resurfaced, you know. They're dead. They're dead. You know, and they also lied about something else, too. It's like you had, people were noticing that the certain levels of elements in their air was side by side with what happens when you have lots of organic matter being burnt. Now, think about this. The people are under quarantine. They're not in the factories making shit. So what was being burnt? It was people. And people were like, the Chinese are clearly burning people. Clearly. And, you know, people were like, oh my God, you racist. How dare you say something about our beloved Chinese? And, you know, then a couple days later, China's like, oh, by the way, no more burials? Yeah, don't bury anyone. Just burn them. Please. Yeah, no, please. Just burn them. That's what we're telling you to do. So everyone's like, okay, they are burning people then. You know, so it's one of those glorious cases where people are being called conspiracy theorists, or even racists in this case, you know, which isn't, it isn't right to have been calling people racists, you know. But it's one of those cases where you have people called conspiracy theorists, and their conspiracies are completely correct, because they have basic mechanical reasoning, basic common sense to go, if A, then B. Occam's razor and shit here, you know? It's like, okay, no one's in the factories burning shit, but you've got a bunch of shit that's burnt in the air. And you've got your entire, you've got cities and millions of people under lockdown, and they can't leave their homes. I wonder what's being burnt. You know, it's like, duh. You know, idiotic. I don't know if you can hear that, but God, my neighbors are fucking loud lately. Yeah, so I'm happy. Well, I'm happy that I've prepped before anybody else did. I'm happy that I'm prepped to the point I could last 3 months. Honestly, I have enough toilet paper till August. Easy. I'd say I could probably stretch it till August. You know, that's a thing. I was in a store the other day. I was there early. Not for any prep reason, you know, I was just there. You know, it just happened to be the time I was there. And I saw other customers walking around, and they're like, oh my God, they don't have any toilet paper or paper towels? What the fuck? Although some of them were smart in grabbing paper towels from the RV car section. You know, they're like these blue paper towels that are like shop towels. You know, cut them up, use them as toilet paper. But it's like, one lady was kind of like just kind of babbling to the universe around her. You know, she's like, oh my God, There's no toilet paper. What am I supposed to do? What are my kids supposed to do? And no one's listening to her. Everybody's like walking down other aisles and shit. And I look at her and I go, I have an idea. And she's like, what? Where are you going to buy it? I go, no. I go, there is no toilet paper, but, I mean, are washcloths really that crazy an idea? And she's like, washcloths? What, you mean like wipe your ass with a washcloth? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I'm like, as long as you have running water. I mean, take a shit, wipe your ass with a washcloth, wash the washcloth. I mean, what's crazy here? It's so simple. It's also more environmentally friendly. You know, it's like, it's just crazy to me. It's like, it's almost a cool enough idea that I would want to do that anyway. You know, I'm looking at my toilet paper and I'm like, what if I were to be a son of a bitch and not use one roll of it and just use washcloths? I don't know. I'm kind of digging the idea now. I mean, nobody wants to walk through the house with a shitty washcloth and throw it in the wash machine or whatever, but, you know, toilet paper is pretty silly in a way, isn't it? I don't know. And people always talk about bidets, you know, it's like, oh no, bidets are way better. You get blasted in the ass with water. I've never sat on a bidet before. Do they really clean your ass? Or do they just put ass juice dripping down your butt cheeks? I don't know how that works. Oh my god. I almost want to go on YouTube right now and type bidet instructions. Fuck it. But yeah, is using washcloths so nasty? I don't think so. It would get your butt cleaner, wouldn't it? Yeah. This triple chalupa thing is bullshit. I mean, as you saw before, it came in 3 parts, and each part was supposed to taste different. It's like you're eating just this identical thing all the way across. Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't put up this video sooner, back when it would have mattered. When you could have actually gotten to the store and gotten your toilet paper and your tuna and shit. And your peanut butter, sorry about that. So yeah, let's just go down a quick list of things that you should get if you do see them. Because stores do get in stock early in the morning. And, you know, if you're not invested in it, you can get stuff. You just have to be an early bird, you know. Powdered drinks. Buy those giant fucking canisters of powdered drinks. You know, a little bit goes a long way. 1 or 2 spoonfuls, bam. Bonus points if it's Tang. The store near me used to sell giant canisters of Tang. There's your vitamin C right there. Let me tell you something about Tang, though. I'll get like those big gallon type jugs of juice, you know, like apple juice. And what I'll do is I'll mix iced tea in those, right? Put a little sugar in there, a little drop of flavor, whatever the fuck, you know. And I'm good. You know, you get some high C type shit. You know, you can do the same thing. You have a jug of that. I tried that with Tang a few times. Tang is not like other drinks. Tang has more different kinds of sugar than you can imagine. It has like granulated, it has powdered, it has other forms of sugar. All these different kind of exotic forms of sugar, all in the same product, along with the vitamin C that you need. You know, and what happens is when you make a big fucking gallon jug of Tang, it separates. Like, I made, you know, jug of iced tea, jug of high C, jug of Tang. And within a few days, the Tang had this white jizz on the inside of the ridges of the plastic. And ew! Did it get contaminated? Did I have like shit on my fingers or something and it somehow got in there or something? And, you know, I'm like, okay, that looks nasty or cheesy or something. I'm like, fuck this shit. I dumped it out, and I used a completely different, newer jug, a gallon jug that I had sitting around. I made the same thing. This time being careful in case I was contaminating it somehow, you know, which wasn't happening. And within a few days, there's all this weird, icky separation all over the place. And I'm like, it's the tang. I think it's all these sugars are like, I don't know, like maybe they're conflicting with each other or conflicting with the tang itself. I don't know. But tang is meant to be drunk in single serving cups, you know. Take one spoonful of that, maybe one spoonful of some other flavor, and that's it. That's your tang. Don't make a big gallon jug of it, because within a day or two you'll be like, ew, gross. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. Anyway, okay. So if you happen to get to a store early and they happen to have shit, peanut butter, crackers to go with it, tuna to go with it. Crackers are very versatile in that sense. Pasta, like spaghetti and shit. Pasta sauce, gotta have that. Cheese, not so much. Cheese is, whatever. You know, you can take it or leave it. It's nice to have cheese, but, you know, you could even get those big-ass Velveeta blocks. They last pretty good in a refrigerator. Toilet paper, obviously. I'm not really a towel person, so I'm not suggesting that. Buy those discount packs of washcloths. You never know. If this goes on too long and there's really not toilet paper at all anywhere, dude, at least have like 20 or 30 washcloths sitting around. I know it sounds stupid, but I've been right so far. You know? And I mean, they're cheap as fuck right now. Like, people are running out of toilet paper, but they're not thinking to stock up on washcloths if they have to. So yeah, get like 30 washcloths. They're cheap. They're inexpensive. They're plentiful. Now, at this moment they are. That could change. So just get that, okay? You don't want to be using one fucking bath towel like an ass rag. No. No. Anyway. Coffee. Don't forget instant coffee. You never know. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I do have 2 bottles of this shit. Occasionally I'll toss a spoonful in something else, you know. No big deal. Rice. Rice. Buy shitloads of rice. I'm starting to like parboiled rice. I don't know. I like the consistency of it better than the white rice. What else? Cans of chicken, you know, chicken breast, yeah. Can't go wrong with that. And since we do have electricity, yeah, go ahead. Go and hit the frozen section. Fill your freezer up with shit. Do it. Can't hurt. It's gonna get eaten anyway, you know? It's not like stuff that you're buying like fucking, you know, underground bunker type shit. This is food. We eat this, you know? I would say if you come across bottled water cases, buy it. I've got like 84 bottles of this shit sitting here, right? I actually made a table out of all the water I bought. Yeah. 3 big cases of that Sam's Choice fucking water with a lid on top of it from some storage container thing. It's like I have a 3rd table now. But, yeah. Okay, and iodized salt. Make sure it's iodized. Don't get regular salt. It's worthless garbage. Get iodized salt. Just trust me on these things. Self-rising flour. Yeah. Get as many blocks of that as you can. Because you can turn that into pancakes, biscuits, whatever the fuck. I make beer bread all the time. I'll drink half a can of beer, be like, I don't want to finish it. Oh, and it becomes my yeast for beer bread. Sugar. A block or 2 of sugar. Can't hurt. Sugar goes with everything. And our noodles. Like those stupid shit ramen noodles that we hate, that are part of our poorest moments in our life. It's cheap fat. Go ahead, buy that. Butter. We like I said, we still have refrigeration, so yes, definitely get butter. Definitely get butter. For a few days, the store near me was out of butter, and I was like, ooh. But, you know, they eventually did get some in the morning, and I just happened to be there in the morning, and I grabbed a tub or two, and I'm cool, you know. What else? What else would a person need? Oh, yeah. Arcade machines. You never know what's going to happen, and we do still have electricity, so... Oh, fuck off. They were on clearance. They were on extreme clearance. I had to. I got one with a vertical screen and one with a sideways screen, and I'm going to mod them into something much better. I'm going to put like 5,000 games in them instead of the 2 or 3 they come with. Perfect.
There it is. And he never bites that hot dog. I love it. And it's going to have a bonus trading card in it just because you gave me your email. Nobody else is going to get one of those. Jaws, you, and whoever else signed up for the campaign. I love it. That's thing. This one is going to be so badass. God damn it! I'm going to crush everyone with this. I'm so excited right now. This is better yes, you know, but in a good way. All right. So Cyberfrog and Heather helped me. Cyberfrog talking and everything, and all like just screaming.
Whew. Sweet tits, you're a heavy bastard. Like 70 pounds, I think. Storage space. Yeah, I kept the kick plates off them just for storage. God, I love Strider. One thing I noticed about the final fight here, they got rid of something. It's like, depending on what version you have, they have Jessica at the start on a computer monitor, and she's got like her bra ripped open. As I was saying. As I was saying, oh my god. As I was saying, in the original version that I played in the arcades, you had Jessica with like her bra showing. She was like wearing like a lace bra. And then in another version, she had a red dress on. In this version, they got rid of it completely and just have the Mad Gear Gang guy. See, right there, they're missing the image of Jessica being what looks like tied to a chair and possibly raped. Yeah, they cut it out to make it more sensitive, I guess. Yeah, And then I got Space Invaders over here. And the reason I got this, other than the fact that it was very, very cheap on clearance, is that this one has a vertical monitor, whereas this one is the more common sideways monitor, you know, horizontal. And that's good because after I change out all the buttons and change the guts of the system, I'll be able to play all the shooters that you have, you know, that are, you know, vertical. So, yeah, it's kind of nice. These are going to be looking nothing like this by the time I get done with it. And as usual, Nina Delono. As usual, I have, can I read that? Let me see. Yasushi Nirasawa. Yeah, as usual, I left the kick plate off and used this as storage. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, oh God, be safe. Be safe, be sane. You know, be caring for anybody else that needs help, you know. And yeah, washcloths. You might have to wipe your ass with them. Good day.